1, 2, yeah. Make you feel lucky, lucky. Make you wanna love me, baby, make me wet.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I would be reviewing a wig from SHEIN. This is a human hair wig. It's 13 by 4, 150% density, and it's a body wave wig in 20 inches. It has the normal cap construction and it's not customized at all, so you will have to customize this wig. I already have my bald cap on, so I'm going to go ahead and start with bleaching the knots. To bleach my knots, I'm going to be using the Clairol BW2 powder and the Clairol Pure White 40 volume developer, and I'm going to mix that together to get like a thick paste so that the bleach doesn't go through the knots and bleach the hair. You want to make sure it's not too runny, almost like the consistency of toothpaste. And then I'm going to very lightly put that all over the knots on my lace. You don't want to press down too hard because, like I said, you don't want to over bleach the knots. And this is what it looks like after I have washed the bleach out. I only let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. So next I'm going to start by plucking the front of the wig, and I am still teaching myself how to pluck, but I did want to show you guys that I did pluck this frontal and I wanted to show you how. So I always start by separating one small section at a time, usually like the front of the hairline. I usually don't pluck right along the hairline right away. I usually pluck behind the hairline first, and you don't want to pluck in the same spot. You just kind of want to pluck and move around as you pluck so that you don't create any bald spots and that you don't over pluck. And as you pluck the frontal, you always want to like comb through the hair to kind of move any excess hair out of the way so you can see the progress that you've made. And I've realized that while I do think that it's best to pluck going backwards, I find that it's easier for me to pluck the hairline when I'm like pulling the hair downward and plucking downward towards me. I just find that this way it's easier for me to avoid any bald spots, and I'm like plucking evenly across the hairline versus when I pluck backwards. And then I'm gonna just comb that hair back and just continue to pluck until I get my desired results. And this is kind of the difference between the unplucked side and the plucked side. So now that I'm finished plucking and I bleached the knots, I did apply some powder foundation to the lace to make it more of my skin tone. The lace was very white and ashy. You will definitely have to use like some lace tint or makeup or tinted mousse in order to match the lace with your skin because it is very much white. So I've already went in with 2 layers of Ghost Bond, and I just let that dry until it got clear and tacky, and then I'm just placing the wig along my hairline before pressing it down into the glue. And as I was pressing it down into the glue, I realized that the wig was a little bit too short. Like it didn't fit ear to ear like I'm used to. I had at least ½ an inch of space above both of my ears, but I continued to install the wig anyways. So I'm going to put on my elastic band, and while that melts, I'm going to just start working on the hair. So I went in with my wax stick and my hot comb to just flatten out the top of the wig and along the sides. I wasn't really sure what style I wanted to do right away, but I knew I wanted to do a middle part. So the wax stick and hot comb combination is most essential to getting your wig flat, so I went ahead in with that first. So at this point, I've had my elastic band on for about 10 minutes and the glue is dry, so I'm just gonna comb any hair out of the way before I start cutting the lace. And as you can see, the lace is very like white and ashy, so I definitely would recommend using like more of a tinting product before you glue your wig down. And then I'm just gonna cut it down the middle and cut off the excess lace with my eyebrow razor. Now at this point, you can definitely put more makeup on your lace, but I decided to wait and do that after I melted it with the Ebin adhesive spray. I sectioned off my baby hairs and I sprayed that adhesive spray in between where my baby hairs would start and where the rest of the hair was combed back. And then I just kind of pushed that down with the end of my comb and blow dried that into place. This is just going to help with the lace like melting into my skin better and giving me a more seamless look. And I did do one side at a time. I just prefer sometimes to work one side at a time so that the spray doesn't dry, you know, like all the way around and I don't feel rushed. This way I can take my time and just make sure that my install comes out exactly how I want it. So I went in with the hot comb again, and then I put some makeup in between where my baby hairs and the wig start before putting my elastic band back on. And I am gonna go ahead and just cut the baby hairs down a little so that they're not in my way while I'm trying to style my hair. So I did end up barrel curling all the hair because I thought I just wanted like a simple middle part body wave look. And I am going to show you guys how I curled the hair, but by the time I was finished curling the hair and doing the baby hairs, all my curls had failed. In the future, I would definitely like pin curl my curls so that they can just like sit and cool while I do my baby hairs and things like that. But this hair just didn't hold a curl well. Like anytime that I curled it, the curls always fell, and the hair was already thin, which is why I was curling it to make it look a little bit thicker. I also added layers into this unit, which you will see. The hair is very soft and it was definitely easy to work with, and for the price it's really not bad at all. I didn't experience like much tangling or shedding when I was doing this, and throughout the period of time that I had the wig on, it barely ever tangled and it stayed soft. But I just always had an issue with the curls falling like literally 30 minutes to an hour after I had finished curling my hair. So if you do decide to curl your hair, I would definitely like pin the curls and let them cool and maybe lightly spray some hairspray on them so that they don't just completely fall. But now that I'm done curling the hair, this is me taking my elastic band off, and I'm about to do my baby hairs using the Wetline Extreme Gel. I don't use mousse for my baby hairs. As of right now, I just haven't found the right mousse for me, and I feel like every time I use mousse, my install lifts. The Wetline Extreme Gel allows me like a lot of movement when I'm trying to shape my baby hairs, and just to hold them in place, I use the Ebin adhesive spray and spray that on my baby hairs and put my elastic band back on, and that's how they stay in place, and that's how I maintain them so I don't have to do them every day. So like I said before, by the time I was done with my baby hairs, my curls had pretty much fell. Like there's some still there, but it's just not giving what I wanted it to give. So I cut some layers in it and then I recurled it, and this is how it looks now. I just kept cutting layers until I felt like I was satisfied with the look. I didn't want to go too short with the layers, but I did want like more of a body wave look. But this hair is thin. For this to be 150% density, like it's thinner than some wigs that I've had in that same density. And I didn't really like how this looked, so that's how I ended up with the style at the end. I didn't record that style. If you do want to see a tutorial on that style, just let me know in the comments below. But I figured it was pretty simple, which is why I didn't record it. This is what the hair looks like from the back. I can honestly say that the hair is really soft and it had a beautiful luster. I would definitely say that this wig is beginner friendly, and I would recommend it for anyone that's trying to teach themselves how to customize wigs so that they don't have to hurt their pockets in the process of trial and error. The hair is very beautiful and soft. The wig itself is just thin, but it was super easy to customize. It did take a little bit more work, which is why I think this is a great wig to practice on. It only cost me about $109, I want to say, after discounts and everything like that. I do plan on dyeing this wig to see how well it takes dye, as well as ordering more wigs from SHEIN to review. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you order this wig or recommend it to a friend? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.